Okay, so this is question 8.5 that we have to solve for test 3 part 1. So for this question, what we have to find is the final velocity of B. And we have to find both the direction and the magnitude of B. So let's start by finding the magnitude of B. So in order to find the magnitude of the final velocity of B, what we have to do is first we have to find the velocity of B final in the x direction, and then we have to find the velocity of B final in the y direction. So we have to find two different components, and then we can put them together to find the magnitude of the velocity B final. So let's start first with this one. So to find the velocity of B final in the x direction, we have to solve 5.0 kilograms times 2.0 meters per second plus 3.0 kilograms times 0. So this is the equation for velocity B final in the x direction. And when we solve this, we'll see that it is 1.89 meters per second. So this is the velocity of B in the x direction. Now we can solve the velocity of B in the y direction. So here we have 5.0 kilograms times 0 plus 3.0 kilograms times 0. So now here we have to further this equation to see that 5.0 kilograms times 1.0 meters per second times sine 30 plus 3.0 kilograms times V B final y. So now we can solve for this. So this is the equation. We're looking at this equation right now. And if we solve for the velocity of B final in the y direction, we'll see that it is negative 0.83 meters per second. So this is the velocity of B final in the y direction. So now we have both of the velocities. We have this one in the x direction and this one in the y direction. So now we can use it to find the magnitude of B. So we know how to solve this. We take the square root and square both values. So 1.89 squared plus negative 0.83 squared. It doesn't really matter if we put the negative or not because we're squaring it, so it's going to be positive anyways. So we'll see that the magnitude of the velocity final is equal to 2.1 meters per second. So this is the magnitude of the velocity of B. Now we have to find the direction. So we found the magnitude, now we're missing the direction. So in order to find the direction of the velocity B, we have to use the angle theta. So in order to find this angle theta, we're going to need to use tan inverse. So tan inverse negative 0.83 over 1.89 meters per second, meters per second. Now, we know these values. We got these values from here, from the velocity of B in the y direction and the velocity of B in the x direction. So this will give us negative 24 degrees. So this is the direction of the velocity of B, the final velocity of B. So we were able to find the magnitude and we were able to find the direction.